There we go. Awesome, awesome. Well, welcome, ladies. Bella, so nice to see you.
It's 20 hours.
Oh, there we go. You've got your reminder. You've got it. Cool, cool. Well, Marlene, I want to once again say, yay. This is so awesome. Just sharing information, really just sharing information so that, people can really see that they do have the support and that they can actually log in somewhere to get the support that is needed. So I know you've got so much that you wanted to share with everybody tonight, and I'm not going to hold you back. I'm not going to stop you. But if there's any questions, if there's any queries, and Bella, maybe even before we start with the webinar, Bella, can you just share with us how are you enjoying the coaching call so far? So yes, I'd love to find out how are you finding them, and how are you finding every week since you've been on the coaching course?
Well, I will not lie, but to be frank enough and indicate that it is one course that has reinvigorated me. It has said to me, you are a powerful woman. It has said to me, never doubt yourself a bit. It has said to me, whatever negative thoughts you have about yourself, try by all means, through breathing, through drinking water, through positive affirmations, to get rid, dispel, and then get rid of the negative thoughts. And it has, like I was saying to Marlene, that today I decided to have a whole day meeting because I feel so inspired. I feel so, I feel excited about demonstrating to any person around me that I am a worthwhile human being and I value myself, and I will never allow any negative, feelings to weigh me down. So this course has been amazing to me. And in terms of health benefits, I think I have benefited a lot. I used to struggle to sleep. And since I embarked on the breathing in and out exercises, I sleep easily like a baby. And I was somebody who find it difficult to even remember her dreams. But since I have started this course, through the visionary, the exercises that you take where you imagine beautiful things around yourself, that induces positive thinking. I'm now a different human being. Life to me becomes meaningful, and then I now have the energy to embrace, what life is offering to me.
Oh my gosh, Bella, that is so amazing. Thank you so much. Because when you think about it, it's only been 2 weeks, and look how much you've already absorbed. Look how much action you've already taken, and look at the results that you are already getting. So thank you so much for sharing that. That Marlene and our hearts are so happy, absolutely so happy for you. And I know there's others on the group with you, but I just want to really just, thank you for that feedback. And in this short space of time, can you imagine what's possible as we continue? So there's no stopping Bella now. There's absolutely no stopping Bella now. So yes, I truly, truly believe that with support and with the right support in place, you are able to tune in and live your best life possible. Absolutely live your best life possible. And that's what we are making sure that all the people on our group will actually get to tune in to shine. Absolutely shine. So thank you so much, Bella. I'm going to hand over to Marlene. Marlene, you specifically wanted to share some new information about your experience and what you went through. And so I think it's really valid and important. So go for it, Marlene.
Hi, everyone. So lovely to have everyone on the group. Let's hope that there's some more ladies that's going to join. I do know of some that said they will join. So I think they probably are running a bit late. So I'm Marlene, for those who don't know me. Shurti, I know you. We've been in contact. I think I'm trying to think who put us in contact. So thank you so much for being on the call. Very nice to see you here. Yeah, so I am a triple positive breast cancer survivor, and that is hormone driven. So I actually wanted to talk about the whole hormonal menopausal experience tonight, because you don't actually realize what is going to happen to your body besides being diagnosed with cancer, you know, going through all the surgeries, whether you go through chemo, radiation, or if you're on a hormone blocker. But no one actually explains to you that you are going to suffer with these menopausal symptoms. And the tamoxifen that I was on actually made it menopause 2.0, because every single symptom that you have is like an absolute full-blown, it's like next level. You get night sweats, and then you really get night sweats. You get, you know, you get hot flashes, and you get, so there's so many things, the mood swings, the sleepless nights, all of that. And it's almost like I'm thinking I'm 46, and there's a lot of things that I can deal with, you know, with menopause. I'm happily married. I'm going to be very frank. So, you know, obviously when you don't have estrogen, you know, there's lots of things that dry up. So there's a whole different world out there. But what about younger women that have no idea? Oh, welcome, Wendy. Nice to see you. So there's, you know, younger women that get diagnosed. I don't know if they know exactly, or if the oncologist actually explained to them what's going to happen to their bodies. And I found that when I started on this program, I never realized that if I have sugar, my hot flashes are like through the roof. Like literally, if I eat something, it's 2 seconds later, I want to just die, because and I never realized that, because I ate so much sugar before, I wouldn't have known. But because I've been on the program and knowing that if my body is alkaline and I eat clean, I don't really suffer from all of those symptoms. My night sweats aren't so bad. The sleepless nights aren't so bad, because I'm eating a healthy diet. So hormones and blocking the estrogen is a massive thing. It's a massive thing. I just want everyone out there to realize that, you know.
Yeah, and can I just, what I'd like to add is I'm obviously a woman that I'm now, you know, 54 years old. I don't mind saying it. But I went into early menopause at 41. At 41. And when I went to my specialist gynae, I said to him, you know, are you sure that I'm actually going into early menopause? He said, all the blood tests are showing that's exactly where you are. And I said to him, well, what can I do about it? So he says, well, I can put you back on the pill. I'm going, no, I know for sure. I mean, I was in the pill in my 20s, and it really messed with my hormones. So I was like, no ways, I'm not going on the pill. He says, okay, I'll give you Prozac. I'm going, no, I don't want Prozac, because I was obviously having mood swings, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm going, you've got to give me a more natural alternative. I said to him, I'm sorry, I've got to, what else do you suggest? And he said to me, clean up your food and get your heart beating 5 times a week. 5 times a week. So I did that for a year. I went on a gym course, and I just kept on going round and round on this course. And so I kept on signing up over and over again so that I could have the support that I needed. And I went back a year later, no sign of menopause. No sign of menopause. So that was when I was 41. When I turned 52, so I delayed menopause by 11 years. I turned 52, menstrual cycle started stopping, hot flushes started. And being a health coach, one of my hats that I wear, I was like, this menopause is not going to get me down. You know, there's like, what's menopause? What's menopause? I can really do without menopause. You know, I want to show women that we don't have to suffer with menopause symptoms. Anyway, I didn't suffer. I really didn't suffer, but I really did have the hot flushes. I truly did. But I think what helped me hugely was my eating, my nutrition plan. It helped me so much. So I actually went through it really, really easily. And I probably had hot flashes for a short time. Menstrual cycle stopped. I then introduced another detox to actually flush my body out. When I reintroduced another detox, I got my menstrual cycle back. And I was like, no ways, what is happening? And that was a year later, by the way, a year later. So I had already turned 54 by the time this happened. And I'm going, no. But it was my body. I only had one cycle. And it was like, it's as if my body was flushing everything out. It was like, this is the last of it flushing. Then that was done. A couple of months later, I started with the hot flushes again. So it was like, I know that this menopause can continue over years. It really can continue over years. So, so the hot flushes started. I then was recommended, and I went to a Barbara O'Neill talk. I don't know if any of you know Barbara O'Neill. She's my absolute hero. She speaks out about natural healing and nutrition in such a beautiful way. And at her seminar, there was somebody selling natural herbal tea for hot flushes.
Oh, wow.
So it's herbs. It was herbs. I took this herbal tea once, and my hot flushes disappeared and never came back. Never came back. And I highly recommend this tea to all women. But my message I'm trying to get across is we do not have to suffer. We actually don't have to suffer if we are eating the right food and getting the right support. And yes, Marlene, that's why it's so nice to hear your side of your experience, because you've had it with medication. So you've had to deal with it totally different to the way I've had to deal with it. But I truly, truly know that when we are in the right eating space, when we are in the right mental space, when we know that our bodies are so strong, and also billions of women have been through this and survived and gone through it, and also not suffered. Yeah. I truly, truly believe that we should not suffer with our menstrual cycle when we first started as young teenagers. These young teenagers that are coming with pains and mood swings and hormonal ups and downs that they have, it's because of the sugar. It's because of the refined sugar in their diets at the moment is throwing their hormones out of balance. It's totally throwing their hormones out of balance. And so we should not suffer then. I truly believe we should not suffer during pregnancy. You know, morning sickness should not be a difficult thing that we should be dealing with. I promise you now, I had no morning sickness. And it was purely out at the time, I was eating a beautiful, clean diet, absolutely beautiful. And it's what we put in. It's what we put in that plays with our hormones. We should not suffer through menopause. We should not suffer. We should be able to manage the menopause symptoms. And that's really what I wanted to share about menopause. So Marlene, your experience has been so different, but how have you managed going through the whole menopause, you know, with the medication?
Yeah, so I obviously started on this program, and that's why I'm saying I didn't realize, because I was also in menopause from the age of 40. I was diagnosed at 40, so I was already premenopausal before that, which I never realized. And then after my diagnosis, we had to remove my ovaries because that's the next place that the cancer would grow, etc. So I did all of that. I've removed my breasts, I've removed my ovaries. I was like, okay, wherever you can grow, it needs to go. That was my theory, and do what I have to do. And then I didn't know that I was going to have all these symptoms, and I can't go on HRTs because any hormone replacement therapy is really then I'm literally kicking against the tamoxifen because it's supposed to block the hormones. And since I didn't know, Kerry, we started this program, and I realized that if I don't eat sugar, I don't have all the symptoms. I don't. And with that, menopausal weight, women complain about menopausal weight every day. Yes. That was such a real thing. And then I was on the tamoxifen as well, that literally okay, here we go. Let's just slap on another 10 kgs for you because you're on the blocker. But I ate well, and I still lost weight on the hormone blocker
Yeah.
and in menopause. And I think that's the key, is that once you realize, it's actually so simple. It's actually so simple, and it's good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe it's not so simple for some women, but it really is doable with support in place. It's really,
Absolutely.
really doable with support in place, because the support is going to be able to not just encourage you, but to actually guide you to the right ways that you need to go. And yeah, Marlene, I want to be the example to women that we can go through menopause easily. We don't have to suffer, and we don't have to carry that weight. I am like
No.
such a huge advocate. Like, we don't have to carry that menopause weight that we talk about. That for me is what we've been told. It's what we've been told. And so we just buy in to HRT. We buy in to, you know, oh, well, I'm in menopause now and this is me. No, you can have your sexy bodies.
Exactly. And HRT is what really causes breast cancer after a certain age anyway. So why even take that, you know? And I think it's almost like a blessing in disguise that I can't take it. Because if I had to take it now, what, by the age of 50, I get diagnosed again. I don't want that. So I fought through through the menopausal symptoms, and I'm fine. I mean, it's now what, I'm in my 6th year. I do not have hot flashes. I don't. If I do have a chocolate, then 2 seconds later, I actually start sweating while I'm eating it. So it's one. So why eat it? Basically, you know. And if I say that it's simple in the sense that you don't have to. I searched for diet pills my entire life for the right one that's going to help me lose weight, because a lot of women don't mind the night sweats, and they don't mind the hot flashes, or, you know, but it's the weight that bugs them. And that was my thing. So to find out that it is a doable lifestyle change, it is, because it's gradual. And the support, I mean, the online support, it's magnificent. It's priceless. Yesterday I had a bad day. I didn't go on a call. There's Christina. She's in the US sending me a message saying, please join us. We just want to uplift you, you know? And it's like, wow, you know, it's priceless.
Yeah, doesn't matter where you are in the world, we can actually be there, because this online, you know, way of life at the moment has given us these beautiful, beautiful platforms to be able to seriously make a shift in your mindset. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. It's like, you know, you can tune in and get the support that you want. Yeah. So yeah, so really, I wanted to share that, you know, this Thrive with Vitality program that Marlene and I are involved with, it started out as a discussion that we were going to share this program with cancer survivors and people moving through cancer, so that they could really just feel loved and supported and know that they can get through this journey. However, what we have discovered is that there's more ladies out there, mainly, that are looking for support when they go through anxiety issues, when they go through depression, when they go through chronic illnesses, when they are post-diabetic, pre-diabetic, you know, all of these, you know, illnesses, anything with autoimmune illnesses, we can help. We can help and we can support and we can get them through it. And so we want to share this message to say, you know, if there is anything that you feel that is not balanced in your body, and you don't feel that energy, and you don't feel that vitality, and you can't jump out of bed in the morning, we want to be there for you to help you do that, because that's exactly what we help people do. We help people thrive with energy and vitality. That's what we do. And so it doesn't matter if you don't have cancer, don't think you can't join this group. So that's really what I wanted to say, is there are people that are going, you know, should we join, should we not join? But it really is, like Bella was saying earlier on in the call, the benefit that she has received just in a couple of weeks has been life-changing already. And yeah, so I want to just say thank you, Bella, again for sharing that, because that is, it really is phenomenal that this is, helping in a different way. So Cindy, it's so nice to see you as well. And I know, Cindy, you're pretty familiar with the other programs that we've got going. So just to let you know a little bit and how this is different to the other programs, this is really about getting support on a weekly basis. And it is about, we are re-energizing the physical body. We are re-energizing the mind state and the mental side of ourselves. We are re-energizing the emotional side. And we are re-energizing and reconnecting with our deep spiritual side as well. Because there we're looking at well-being in a more holistic way of all sides of us. And what I had discovered on my own personal journey is that, it's not just the physical that you've really got to focus on. If you truly want your body in balance, it has to be mental, emotional, spiritual. And there's also other aspects like your social and your relationships and your financial that's, sometimes can be so stressful for some people. So we want to be able to create a more holistic well-being and support structure in this program. And when you start the program, every call, so this is what every call consists of. Every call consists of a different type of visualization. So we go through every call, you're going to move into something that is going to reset the mindset and allow you to visualize what you would like in your well-being. Then we go through and there is content that is shared that is actionable. So you've got to take action in order to get results. So we share the content so that you can actually take the action. And then we always end off with an incredibly uplifting song of some choice that we can get to listen to and tune into every day that week, because we share it on our additional supportive WhatsApp group. And we share the content and the videos and the everything. So you're getting all of that support. But I'm loving that at the end of every call, we get to dance and we get to move and we get to really, really just tune into some additional energy on the call that really speaks to your soul. I think the songs we've chosen, and this will be ongoing every week. The songs we've chosen are really like, oh, that's like it really hits you. So that's really the structure of the program. And Marlene, would you like to add anything more to?
Yeah, I think for me it is, with anything, with me it was my diagnosis. But with everyone else, everyone's got different challenges. And I've had different challenges in my life as well. And it impacts, at first you only think it impacts your physical, because that's the first thing that you see is like, oh, I've picked up weight. Oh, I can't sleep. Oh, I can't do this. But mentally, I couldn't pray for a period of time because I felt so disconnected, being so caught up with everything. And by joining this group, and it's a safe space and you can share, and you hear someone else's challenges, and it almost just softens your heart again, in a sense, if you know what I mean. Like it's because you build up these walls. You're like, oh, you're so busy in your own mind. And it just teaches you again, the self-love and the things that you forget, because you forget it. You carry on. Life happens and challenges happens, and it takes up most of your time. So it's so valuable. It's so valuable. Every time we've had the calls, like I said to you yesterday, we finished the call. I was on such a high. Then I had to put my cat down. I had such a emotional day, but still through that you're constantly reminded to breathe, because you have to breathe through it. Have water to calm your body, because you're in a state all the time. And it just sort of cements it, because weekly we talk about it, and it's a reminder, and we remind each other. So I love being part of this program, and it literally changed my life. It literally changed my life. I don't think I would have been able to do half the things that I've done throughout a cancer journey. Nikita said to me today, sorry, I'm going to share, like, last week at their youth group, they asked who's got a testimony to share. And she was like, well, I'm going to tell you my mom is a testimony, because my mom had cancer. She had no hair and no breasts. She said, and all the kids were like, okay. And they started laughing. And she goes, no, that's true. But yet my mom decided to stand up and show everybody. And I believe that if her reconstructive surgery worked, she would not impact half the amount of lives that she has. And I was like, babe, I thought I was going to cry, because I didn't, you know, this is now through your daughter. Like,
Yes.
but
Yes.
God's got a plan for you, and you just
Yes.
have to embrace whatever He's giving you and roll with it. And you can
Yeah,
thrive
and trust.
and not trust.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Trust and have that faith. Have that faith. Because often when we go through hard times, and we've, like you said, everybody's gone through different types of hard times, and we go through the hard times and we can lose that faith sometimes. It's like, God, why have I got to deal with all of this? Like, you can give me one thing to deal with, you know, but I'm also a believer God gives you what you can handle. God's not going to give you anything you can't handle. So it's just like, okay, you've given me this. Obviously I can handle this, but you know, it's really digging deep in your faith and going, okay, I've got this. I can actually do this. But you know what? There is something very special about having sisters, and our group is about belonging to a sister group.
Yeah.
Women are incredible when they get in and support each other. When women support each other, we are absolutely unstoppable, by the way. We are unstoppable. And so my heart sinks when women judge other women, or when women, you know, are jealous of other women, or when, you know, when there's no compassion coming from other women. My heart sinks, because you don't realize how powerful you can be with a woman by your side, with a friend by your side, with somebody who really has maybe even journeyed some of that journey with you, you know, and is actually understands some of what you're going through. I think everybody has a different idea, because, you know, everybody has a different experience. But just by having a sisterhood next to you is next level, is absolutely next level. And I know in all the studies that I have done is that sisterhoods used to get together, sisters used to get together, women used to get together on the full moon and around their menstrual cycles, because back in the day, men feared women who would bleed and not die. So they would banish them to, you know, and it really in different cultures it was called the red tent. You know, they would banish them to the red tents, because these women would menstruate but not die. I mean, so I feel, women, exactly, men feared us. They did fear us, but they have also, you know, put us down over the years, unfortunately, you know, and it's time now. It's time we stand in our power even more than what we have, because there's been incredible women in the last 100 years that have stood in their power. But I think we've still been squashed, and I think it's because we don't support each other. I really do. So this Thrive with Vitality is really about supporting each other. It really is about moving through everything. And we're moving into, we're in the southern hemisphere, so it's the winter solstice now. The next couple of days. Cindy, you're in the northern hemisphere, so it's the summer solstice for you. I know there. It's summer solstice along with full moon coming up this weekend. So the energy around this is a beautiful, beautiful time for us to really tune in and go, you know what, we've got each other. We've got each other. And I know I've said this in our Thrive with Vitality calls. The love and the support that you will receive will be there forever. If you're in that call and on that group, you will feel it. You will feel the love and support. You will feel like you're not alone in this journey, that you're not alone. And, you know, Marlene, you said you had, you know, an emotional day yesterday, but you weren't alone. You weren't alone. You know, Florida was reaching out to you. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, somebody was reaching out to you. And all the other messages, by the way, that you received, I mean, from all over the world. And you got from Canada, and you got from South Africa, and you got from New Zealand, and it was from all over the world. So you know what? If you can tune into, and even ladies, if you don't join our Thrive with Vitality group, even if you don't join it, join a group of women that can support you. Join something that you know that you can speak freely and openly and honestly about how you feel and not get judged.
Yes.
And that's really it. We don't judge. It's like we know that on a daily basis, we're going to move through stuff. On a weekly basis, we're going to move through stuff. But if we are together and supporting each other to lift our vibration, because that's really when we lift ourselves and we lift our emotional state and we lift our mental state, we're lifting the vibration of every cell in your body. And that's what I specialize in, is how do we lift up our energy? How do we lift up the vibration and the soul? How do we lift it all up? And when we lift that all up, we absolutely attract what is good. Marlene, there was no password to join this meeting. That's why I said it was set up with no password to join. Yeah, I know.
Bella, it is Nomfolelo. She is trying to join, but she's just sent me a message and said she needs a password. So I'm not too sure. I don't know if you can maybe just reach out to her.
There is no password required. Just indicate there's no password required.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me just quickly tell her.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But this is what I just wanted to share, is that even if you don't join our group, join some group that is going to be able to hear your words, allow you to speak honestly, and be there to support, but not support you in a way that and this is what I feel some groups are there, is that they support you and they all like, oh shame, it's okay, you need support to uplift. So you need to be able to speak honestly about how you're feeling, but you need to be able to leave that meeting feeling better than you did at the beginning. And that is exactly what we want to. We need upliftment, because if you're not getting upliftment from coming on these calls, then you need to change the group. You need to change where you're going. I always say you are the average of the 5 people that you most hang around with. So if you're hanging around with at least 5 people in a group, which is what we've got more than 5 people in our group. If you're hanging around with 5 people and they are bringing you down, you need to leave. You need to find a new group. You need that upliftment, because with the upliftment, you are then able to actually achieve more out of your life. You're able to then tune into your best life possible. So it needs to be uplifting, and honestly, uplifting every week. Yes.
Absolutely. You'll miss the calls if you're not on it, because if I'm not, I feel like I've missed something. I'm like, I can't make it today because I have this on at school, and then I sit at school and I'm thinking, there's a call. I don't know why I'm not on the call. It's terrible. It's like complete FOMO, because you're so used to catching up with everyone. Does anyone need support? Is there any way that we can help them? So it's absolutely priceless.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I think I'd love to open up to any questions that anybody has. Anything really. I mean, yes, about Thrive with Vitality and the group that we've got going, but if you've got any questions about any well-being, I'm here. Marlene's here. So any questions, that would be absolutely amazing to hear. Does anybody have any questions?
What is the tea that you said that helps with the hot flashes?
So I will share that with you, Cindy, because I've got your details. I'll share it with you. It is sold here in New Zealand, but you can go and research the ingredients, because they've got the ingredients on their website, and it is quite a number of different ingredients in the tea. But I truly feel it's the combination of those ingredients. They've got it right. They've got it right. So Cindy, I'm very happy to share that with you. And when I bought the tea, I bought it from it was really from they were at this seminar and they were selling it in like brown packets, because they were obviously it's loose herbs that you just put into a tea strainer. And so it didn't have the ingredients on the packet, but I went to their website, and on their website they've got the ingredients there. So I'll share the website with you, and I'll share the link with you. And they've called it BYE by Hot Flushes. And I went, and it worked.
BYE by
Yeah.
Hot Flushes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So by Hot
Can
Flushes.
we get it from South Africa? Is it available in the market?
I'm not sure. I do know that it was a South African that sold it to me, but it was here in New Zealand. But there were South Africans that are working at this company. But I will share the link with the website on it, and just see if you can see the link. Or even if you just see the ingredients and try and see if you can get those ingredients, from elsewhere, because I think that's the magic of it, is they've got the right combination of the herbs together. And honestly, the first time I had that tea, my hot flushes, that night I had no hot flushes. I slept right through, no hot flushes through the night. And I thought, it's too good to be true. This is too good to be true. And then I had the tea the next day, and I thought, okay, no hot flushes. And I had the tea for about a week, just once a day for about a week. And then I thought, I'm going to stop this tea now, and I want to see what happens. And I stopped the tea, and I still had no hot flushes. So it was like, okay. And they've never come back, actually. They've never come back. So every now and again, because it's actually a nice tasting tea, every now and again, I'll actually have it. But honestly, it's not something that I've had. And that one little packet that I bought, I've still got some. It's lasted. So I haven't even finished all of it. And I haven't felt any of those symptoms. So there's natural things out there. That's what I wanted to say. There's natural things out there that actually work so well with our natural bodies. So well with our natural bodies. If we can put natural things into this natural body, so I always talk about living food into the living body allows us to live longer. And this is exactly living live stuff into this body. The body responds. It responds. And herbs have a very high frequency. Herbs have a very, very high frequency. And so when you've got this high frequency, it is about increasing the frequency of your body to do more healing. So it's very, very cool. Yeah. Cool.
And
I'll share it.
Treatment, whether you're on treatment, no treatment, whether you're taking medication, it's almost like Nikita always says that in chemistry, the teacher says we work with a perfect world. So if we give you a tablet, the tablet will work if your body is healthy and clean, then it will optimize it. But we don't think about that. So you hurt your toe, you need something for inflammation, but you've got inflammation in your stomach and in your gut. And so your toe actually never gets healed because the poor tablet's like, okay, where am I supposed to go?
It's so true. It's so true. We can enhance our well-being. And as you know, I've studied natural health for like over 25 years. So it's, for me, I feel like you can always find something in nature that can actually help symptoms. You can honestly find something in nature. And I still to this day, I get blown away by how food can heal us. Food can heal us. I get floored. I get absolutely floored because the amount of people that come through to my clinic and they've got all these symptoms, and then I just change what they're eating, and all of a sudden the symptoms disappear. And it's food. It's like, wow, we can honestly living food into this living body. It's incredible. And herbs are part of that. So whether you get the herbal tea or whether you get the herbs, the fresh herbs that you cook with. Herbs have amazing healing properties, amazing healing properties. Yeah.
Yeah, and people think about that. I mean, it's almost like since I've been on this and I'm living this lifestyle for the last 6 years, I can't believe it's 6 years. You know, and if anyone goes, oh, I battled to heal, I fractured something, I'm like, you need an Alka-Jaza. You need an Alka-Jaza. That's it. I'm not even saying anything else. I'm just like, remember, oh, what is an Alka-Jaza? And then I'm like, our little concoction, you know, Kerry's concoction that works wonders. You just need to drink it.
Yeah, no, it's really awesome. But it's a mixture of, yeah, all different people that I have studied. It's actually all the, you know, all I've done is I've put those combinations together because I know that those all work. So when we're looking at well-being overall, it's like I've taken people that I've studied physically, you know, the physical well-being. I've taken people that I've studied over many years. I'm also a Tony Robbins certified coach. So I've taken the mindset and the emotional side, and I've combined that. And then I have taken the spiritual side, because there's something about us tuning into the deeper side of ourselves, which is our soul. You know, we spiritual beings on this human journey. And so how do we tap more into that? You know, so there's a combination. It's really a combination that healed me. And so that's exactly it. And Marlene, you've experienced that now as well. It's like your healing journey, it wasn't just one thing. It's actually taking everything into consideration. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you could see the difference in a few months. You know, it took a while to get to that optimum, but like Optimus Prime, you know, almost like the Transformer. But it took a while, but to the first few months, I remember not healing after surgery. And by my lifestyle change, by the next surgery, my husband was like 3 weeks down the line. He goes, but your skin is healing. It's healing. It doesn't look like last time. You are walking around. You are moving. You're not just sitting and crying, and you're actually moving. You walk around the garden. You look like a different person, and you've literally just had surgery. And I was like, wow, you know, you don't realize it. You don't realize it. So it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. So yes, any questions, ladies? Any other questions? I have to just say, whilst we're talking about herbs, I just want to share a story. When I was in South Africa, I got to meet the most amazing Sangoma. So for the ladies that are overseas, the Sangoma is basically a witch doctor. Is that what it's translated into? A witch doctor deals with the herbs and with, you know, with different alternative ways of treating. And what his main focus was growing the herbs.
Is a traditional healer. Because
Traditional healer.
A witch doctor is the one that heals, you know. This one heals people, is a traditional healer. He uses
so just clarify.
Yes, he uses indigenous knowledge to heal, you know, herbs to heal people.
Yes.
Okay. So
awesome. Thank you for clarifying that, Bella. That's And so so his main focus was he was growing the herbs all in the Drakensberg area. He had this land in the Drakensberg area that he was growing the herbs because he really felt like we needed more. We were gonna like run out of this amazing medicine in the plants that we have. And he was so focused on growing the herbs. And I went into his plantations just to see the different herbs that he had. And it was so special. It was so special to actually experience that, because I'm thinking that's what we need to do. We need to grow our own herbs in our own garden or on our own kitchen windowsills. You know, you don't realize the power that is actually in all of these. And we actually have the capability to grow them ourselves and to have them there. And so, yes, when I send you through the Hot Flushes herbs, go and research and see if you can grow some of those yourselves. That would be amazing.
Or grow our own menopausal tea.
Exactly. Just to help. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I just want to say thank you, everybody, for your time. I know time is absolutely precious. We are just really super excited about Thrive with Vitality program. We want to share it with as many people as possible. So, so if there's anything that's caught your interest, please reach out to us. And find out more and find out how you can be part of this amazing, amazing sisterhood, amazing support structure, lots of inspiration, lots of information about things that you can actually implement and really take action. And I come off the Thrive with Vitality calls, and a lot of you know I coach many different programs. I don't just coach this one, but this is the one. This is the one. I turn around to my family and go, oh, this is where I want to be every week. Like, this is the space I want to be in every single week. I love what we're sharing. I love the people that are already in this group. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place. So yeah, I want to thank Marlene for helping me put this together and getting it out there. It's really, and I think it's so important in today's world. It really is. Yeah.
So it's such an honor to be on it with you, Kerry. And I mean, this group that we've got, we've only done 2 calls, and already this week barriers were broken down. It's you know, and that is like, you can't put a price on that, because you are sitting there looking at someone who didn't realize that she felt so emotional, or didn't realize that she needed this so much, or you know. And to me, that's just, it's incredible. It's incredible. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think the more women that we can get onto this, they're all going to thrive. They're going to feel so much better about themselves, and they're going to be able to be. And I always use this example about putting the mask on yourself before putting it on someone else in the airplane. I could never understand it. I was like, what if my child dies? But you know what? If I don't have a mask on and I die, who's going to help her? So it's such a, yeah, it's so valuable. It's so valuable. And just to find yourself again in the safe space, that's the thing, is that it's a safe space. I love that.
Yeah, awesome. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Don't forget to reach out to us if you are interested in joining up with us and really being part of this. And or reach out to us if you've got a question about anything. We're around. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good
you.
day. Thank you.
Thanks, babe. Bye.
Thanks a lot, Kerry.
Cool.
Bye.